And welcome back to What If King Kai Lived on Earth, Part 3. Last time on the Dragon Ball Z What If, Frieza and Nappa came to Earth and thoroughly got their asses whipped. Thoroughly. It was eventually, after it was all said and done, Goku, Raditz, all of them, eventually convinced them to join them so they could beat Frieza. They also mentioned that they needed bait, and that, maybe there's got to be something on this planet that we can use to lure Frieza on here. And Goku suggested the Dragon Ball, and they suggested Dragon Balls. Dragon Balls, wish orbs, and because they've heard of them before, I'm sure. Because Vegeta knew that the Namekians had created the Dragon Ball, so he clearly heard of Dragon Balls prior to this. And so they went off to bring Frieza. Now, time frame wise, it's a little iffy how long this would take. We'll say about a month, just for time period's sakes. Now, I heard some people go like, what? Why would King Kai let him do that? Who said King Kai would? We cut to them at King Kai's place. Are you out of your mind? As King Kai is just ripping into Goku. Just like, King Kai, wait, what's it? Are you so... How dense are you? You have no idea what Frieza is like. The Saiyan. But wait, why didn't you say something about this before? I wasn't paying attention to your fight. What? Why not? Because I knew you. Because I could sense the Saiyan's power. There was nothing compared to yours. But you don't know anything about Frieza. He's the one who destroyed Planet Vegeta. He did it with a single finger, Goku. And that wasn't even a taste of his true potential. You have no idea what you have done, Goku. And everyone's now just freaking out. It's like, Kakarot, you're saying that we can't beat him? I'm saying that this was not a smart idea. How long do you think it will take them to get here? Vegeta and Nappa estimated about a month. King Kai just sits there for a while. I was like, oh, you better get some damn good training in. And you, long hair. I'm going to whip you. You're going to get whipped into shape. Goku, you focus on your brother. And the rest of you, there's not much else I can teach you. However, Kami does have the Hyperbolic Time Gamer. I suggest you get at least a year in for all of you. King Kai just like, that's it, right now. Okay. And so, everyone's just like, okay, and so they train. And King Kai does mention, I can at least do this. I upgraded the gravity cave. It should be able to hit at its most impactful point. It hits about 100 times Earth's normal gravity. But be careful. It's not something you're overly used to. And even though at 500,000 power level, he's right. 100 million would not be easy to train in. And Raditz can't train in that right now. And so everyone gets the training. Long short of it, Goku doesn't get that much stronger because he's having to train his brother up. He gets to about twice as powerful. He's about 1 million. Raditz will end up about 100 million. He does not have any of the King Kai abilities to him. Krillin, around 120 million. The Kaioken times 5. Yamcha around 150 million. But I actually see his Kaioken being a little lower, around times 4. This is because Yamcha, while powerful, also kind of was, I think, the one who took his training the least serious, especially as we saw how he prepared for the androids. Tien around 95k. Now this is low, but he can also pull off a times 10 Kaioken. Why 95k? Especially after Hyperbolic Time Trainer training. Well, again, it comes back to training constantly with Chaozu and not really challenging himself. Chaozu managing around 20k, doesn't have the Kaioken. So now they really just are waiting for King Kai. King Kai's basically said, they'll be here in about 2 days. You guys better prepare yourself. And Goku asked Chi-Chi, I want you to stay with Gohan. But Goku, why is it? One of us has to stay back and keep him safe. I know we both want to fight, but at the same time, protect him. But this is one of those things that I think one of us needs to go, one of us needs to stay on it. But then it should be, and she knows Goku's the stronger of the two of them right now. And she's like, but I don't want you guys. I won't be. I promise. And they have a good moment. And Raditz is just watching. He's like, he seems to have found a good life here. I promise I'll be. And Chi-Chi just looks over at Raditz. Says, you better bring him back home to me. I give you my word and my saying honor that I will bring your husband, my brother, back to you. And she just You better, or I swear there will be no amount of Dragon Balls that will able to bring you back from what I do to you. And he just like shits his bricks a little bit. And so, Dad, I'm scared. I don't want anything about it. Nothing's going to happen. Me and your uncle are going to take care of this. And so the day comes. By the by, Piccolo is still around. Piccolo mostly just keeps to himself right now. As time goes on, he mellows out a little bit year by year. Unfortunately, he's not getting that very quick progression he got in the series because he's not raising Gohan here. That really was the catalyst for really transforming Piccolo into the Piccolo we ultimately know, was that time he spent with Gohan. Without that, it's a slower go, but it's not impossible. Plus, he keeps training because he's just pissed at how strong everyone's getting. Also knowing that King Kai won't train him, Kami's not going to train him, so he's got to do it on his own. And so they arrive at the location. They sense where the ship's coming. The ship comes down, and it lands. And Frieza's forces come out, along with Zarbon, Dodoria, and ultimately Nappa and Vegeta. But they also got Zenkais, by the way. 10,000, 24,000. I think I brought that up, but still bears repeating. And they're floating in his little throne. There. So this is Earth. Quite a desolate place it is.
Actually, it's actually a bit more accommodating there. We're only in a desert part of Lord Frieza. It actually has quite a few environments. Oceans, valleys, rivers, forests, cities, the works.
Oh, really? I'll have to take a tour when they're all dead. And he looks just straight. Ratted, so there you are, my boy. Tell me, what's shaking?
And it's like,
I'm just making fun, Ratteds. We both know why I'm here. Well, for several reasons. One, I don't take kindly to deserters. Two, I heard this might be a profitable planet, so I came to see it. And three, and most importantly, I'm told this planet possesses something called Dragon Balls. Would that be correct in assuming? And it's Goku steps up. I was like, maybe, but we're not here to let you have it. You must be the Saiyan they mentioned. Kakarot, Goku. I had two different names. Kakarot's a Saiyan name, but Goku. That does seem to fit you. So tell me, Goku, why won't you be handing over the Dragon Balls? It's like, they're not yours to claim. I've heard it all about you. And he's just like, Goku's just like getting ready. I've heard all about you. You're a monster. Kills others for fun and profit. Oh, believe me, no. Business first, fun later. Except your planet. That was very fun. It's like, no more. It's like, you think you're going to stand against me. Well, this is very interesting. And Frieza gets out of his throne. He's like, you definitely do seem powerful, to say the least. Tell you what, why not work for me? I'm always in the lookout for new help. And if you're as powerful as they claim, a warrior of your stature could live like a king under me. It's like, I already have what I want. Yeah, it's like, that's a pity. Still, that's a pity. But at the same time, I can't say I'm disappointed. And so, gentlemen, go kill his friends and retrieve me the Dragon Balls. And so the Frieza forces, Zarbon, Dodoria, they all try to go. Nappa and Vegeta do hang it back a bit. There's so many of them that it's all fine. And it's kind of a repeat of Resurrection F, except there's nowhere near that many forces. By the way, how did they actually have that many problems with that many low-level fighters when even Chaozu should have been way above them? I don't know. Maybe it's just because there's so many of them. Anyway, so they all go, but quickly everyone starts to make one say, it seems your friends are quite powerful as well. And Rad's going, and they're leaving Goku to duke it out with Frieza. Meanwhile, King Kai's watching. Goku, don't be you. Don't let him get to... And King Kai's just thinking, don't let him get stronger, Goku. I know you love a good fight, but this is not the time for this. And so... Goku and Frieza duke it out, and Frieza's quickly like, he really is strong. How is this Saiyan this powerful? I was expecting more from you, Frieza, after getting thoroughly beat for a bit. And I was expecting more from you, Frieza. Is this really the best you have? But from what I'm told, you have more power than this. You're right, Saiyan, I do. So then, why don't we Why don't we raise the... And after... Now, all Frieza's men at this point are pretty much taken care of. And everyone's about to just dogpile him. So, why don't we raise the stakes? And he suddenly powers up, and they all just... You have to brace. They can all sense the power increase. Like, whoa, his power. It's like, I know you guys want to help, but this one's... And they clash again, and now they're dead even. I think Frieza's actually a little stronger than Goku. He's set his powers over 1 million, but they're dead even. Goku's the better fighter. And when he realizes he's kind of in the losing side of the fight, he pops on a Kaioken, immediately takes the lead. So then Frieza's like, very fine then, goes into his third form, and once again starts beating Goku. Goku does a Kaioken times 2 or 3, immediately overtakes him. And so finally, Frieza's like, no, Goku is going to reach his final form. What the hell are you doing? I'm going to beat him at his this would still be Goku, very best. That way it will demoralize him. Goku, if you think, stop cross, King Kai, you can eat it backwards. But anyway, so powers up to his full power. So, now then, let's see what you really are capable of. And Goku and him do get out again. Goku now having cut. Goku had been going about the halfway point, going Kaioken times 3 or Kaioken times 5, having the edge on Frieza, overwhelming him. He's not even twice as strong as him, but Frieza definitely can see that he's stronger. So I was like, you think you must have at least maybe another 5 times. You maybe have another 10. What would be the terminology for that? In this case, because he's about half. Goku's about half as strong as he can fully be. If he had to, he could still do the times 20. Wouldn't be very helpful in this case. Basically, they kind of square off, like, I see, but I'm not even using my full power yet. Yeah, well, I've still got some energy reserves too. Oh, yes, I'm sure. Maybe about twice as much, maybe 2-3 times as much as you've shown at this point. But I will be using 1%, which is actually bullshit. It's the term he's actually using. If you look at the math, he's using about 2.5% of his power, but still, 1. And I imagine Frieza probably doesn't even go to the full 50%. He probably goes about 30% is what he does. You know what? Actually, no. For the sake of fun, let's say that he goes... I'm just doing the basic math in my head here real quick. Let's say he does go the full 50. He does the full Monty, let's say. 50% of my power, that's all I'll be needing. And then he just powers up to the 60 million. It's like, and everyone just senses the powers, like, he's not joking. And then just Frieza Goku goes the full Kaioken times 10, just, it does not go well. Oh, I was really expecting more. And just, Goku's now just getting wrecked, just bodied. At this point now, everyone else comes in, just, Kaioken's flaring, instant transmissions. Because Goku does at least have that. Just as Goku, just as everyone's starting to get beaten down, Goku goes the full Kaioken times 20. Just Kaioken times 20! Kamehameha! Does the instant Kamehameha. Unfortunately, he's not even equal to Frieza here. And Frieza was still able to block that attack. When he was roughly equal to Frieza, he was still able to burn his hand very bad. But block that attack. Here, he basically does the cell, and Frieza is burnt, and it maybe has like a nosebleed and all that. It's like, that's hurt. Boom! And everyone's now just on the ground. And Chi-Chi is over at King Kai's like, no, this is not good. This isn't anything we can do, anything. And King Kai is clenching his fist. It's like, And he's just weighing what's going to happen. Like, if they lose, if they all die, Frieza wins. Everything, not just this planet, everything in the galaxy will be destroyed. It'll be consumed by his overwhelming greed and appetite. And he's clenching his fists, and King Kai is thinking about something. And meanwhile, Frieza's just, yeah, da, 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 da. And meanwhile, Nappa and Vegeta were watching, and they know, luckily, Frieza can't sense power levels. They're hiding out of his view, like, damn it all. I didn't realize I didn't even know he was this powerful. It's astounding. How could he be that strong? Well, there's nothing we can do, Vegeta. I was kind of going in and out, which Nappa voice I wanted to use. There's nothing we can do. We'll just have to play the part that we were misled and pray to whatever deity there is that he doesn't kill us on the spot. Damn it! And his one hope they thought they had for killing Frieza, gone. It's like, well, after all this, I think I deserve me a good immortal wish. So I'll tell you what. Tell me where I can find the Dragon Balls, and I'll at least spare you one of your little friends. The rest will die, but I'll at least spare one. You can even choose who lives. Or I could just, and he just has death beams all straight, or I can just kill all of them at once. Which, could he do that in one hand? Hold on. Yamcha, Tien, Chaozu, Krillin. Yamcha! Yeah, he can do it all in one hand. Yeah. By the way, I did like the way, not trying a moment, I like the way I said that, because my voice from talking was kind of going a little hoarse, but it made for a good sound. Like, I could kill them all at once. It's like, and Goku's just, no! And all of a sudden, Chi-Chi's like, Chi-Chi wonders, wait, what? And then Frieza gets a shot in the face he was not expecting, just, and standing there is King Kai himself. Sorry for the delay, Goku. But is it King Kai? What? But what are you? How are you? Why are you? It's like, what are you? How are you? What? Oh, what? How? Why? Well, the how is very easy. Remember who taught you instant transmission, Goku? You think I couldn't get here in an instant if I wanted to? The what? I'm here to save you. As for the why, and then Frieza finally like, I beg your pardon, but who are you, Blue Man? Say, that's right. We haven't been fully properly acquainted yet. You can call me North Kai. My friend, I'm known as the North Kai, but you can call me King Kai if you watcher over the North Galaxy, a Kai. Wait, I've heard of. We don't know, by the way, if Frieza's ever heard of the Kais. I'm assuming if he knew of Beerus, he probably knew of the Supreme Kais. So he knows of Kais, I guess. He has no way of getting to them, but he knows of them. So I was like, a Kai? I said, the god. You must be joking. you little blue midget are a god. This is quite the day. I get to kill the Saiyans and I get a good laugh too. But as for the why, Goku, I've spent many a millennia watching over the galaxy, never once getting involved because I didn't think it was my place. But spending time with you, training with you, seeing your family grow, coming accustomed to this home, this planet I've come to call my own home. I've learned that if I have I've learned that a true a coward isn't someone who shies away from battle. A coward is someone who has the ability to do something and shies away from battle. I would not, and as the protector not only of this galaxy, but as co-protector of this planet, if I have the power to do something, to protect this planet, I will do it. And Goku's like, King Kai, but his strength. You really think You really think I only trained with you? And King Kai takes off his robe. Because remember, King Kai don't look like this anymore. I couldn't, I was attempted to find like an image of what King Kai could look like. He's roughly like Krillin's height. He's pretty much at this point now got Krillin's build. His face isn't chubby at all. In fact, he's got like pronounced cheekbones, all that. And he's basically kind of wearing a gi underneath. I could imagine, because we see this red shirt he's got underneath this thing. I imagine his gi kind of looks like this. It's long sleeve, but he's got a long sleeve gi. And just, you really think I spent I only spent time training with you? I took a day or two off to train with Kami as well, including taking advantage of the hyperbolic time chamber. It's like, and all of a sudden, King Kai powers up and King Kai doesn't have standard ki. Because he's a deity, he still mostly has standard ki, but he most likely has at least a little bit of divine ki in there. So there's a little bit of God ki mixed in there. And he just powers up to his full base power of about 4 million. I'm going to round that up just a bit more. 5 million. And Goku's like, whoa, you got that strong? It's like, so you're the one who trained the monkey, I see. You're King Kai, was it? Mm-hmm. Tell me, what exactly do you plan to do? No? You're looking for a good fight? No. See, there's one big difference between me and the Saiyans. As all of a sudden, his ki, which normally shows up as white, as most of these do, suddenly turns a different color. And I'm going to say he turns blue. Even though it's Kaioken he's using, because of his own ki and his coloration, I think a blue Kaioken would actually look kind of cool. No, I'm not like the Saiyans. I don't care about a good fight. I just care about ridding the galaxy of you. So no, I'm not here to fight you I'm not here to get you to your full power before I beat you. And he just powers up and goes and just takes off the glasses, that classic. I'm just gonna kill you. And then just instant transmissions. And he's already at a Kaioken times 10. Which, by the way, was like, King Kai never mastered a Kaioken. He said so himself. This King Kai has. So, just boom! And at 10 times 5 million, he's at 50. He's close. So now they're duking out again. You really think you call yourself a god? I'll show you what I think of gods. And then King Kai cranks it up just a bit higher and going to not a full 20, which he can do, but more like to a times 12. 10 is his safety space right now. He can push it to the 20 if he needs to, but, once he gets to 10, anything beyond that starts to strain him like a standard Kaioken really would. So he goes to about 10 to equal himself out, and they go toe-to-toe again. Now, I'm ending this. It's like, this is old, and you've caused too much havoc, too much pain. And King Kai's starting to huff a little bit, too, because of the strain on his body. So it basically just comes down to, I swear I'll kill you! And he gets ready to do the final death ball. And all of a sudden, King Kai just, it's like, no, you won't! And all of a sudden, he just, I may have taught Goku many things, but let me show you one thing he taught me! And then just, instant transmissions. Now, don't know if Kami can, I keep saying Kami. I don't know if the Kais can survive in space. Don't know if they can breathe in space either. We know Frieza's race can do it. We know Beerus can do it. We know Whis can do it, but they're gods and angels. The Kais are are a type of god. I will say this. It might be a scenario like Goku, where Goku, as long as he's holding his breath, can survive in the vacuum of space. We see that happen. So it might be a scenario like that. But basically, he more or less takes him just into the upper atmosphere, at least, where he basically just instant transmissions, just grabs him by the throat before he can throw the attack, just kicks him. I may have taught God Mike student many things, and then in the upper atmosphere, he's facing the sun. Ugh! But let me show you something he taught me. King Kai's throwing out a Kamehameha. He cranks his all the way up to the times 20 for the 100 million. And there's nothing to stop him, because now he's in space with no friction whatsoever. And now he's essentially getting the cooler death, being blasted into the sun. And there's no coming back from it. The few Frieza forces members that remain are just like, and they fly off. King Kai goes back down to Earth and just, Goku. It's like, Goku, are you okay? King Kai, yeah. Then there's like, hold on, I got this. Brings Senzu in. Good. And there's, well, that's a relief. Goku gets up Zenkai, so does Raditz. Goku, one thing. What's that? Oh, what the? Never do something that stupid again! It's like, And so the day is saved by King Kai. the idea for him joining the fight kind of came early, but I didn't know if I wanted him to die and maybe trigger Super Saiyan or for him to win. I like the idea of him being still the biggest badass on the planet right now, actually. So that's where I went with that. And now we are reaching the middle point between Namek and the androids. And Nappa and Raditz and Vegeta are on the planet. So what will become of this? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z What If. See you later, folks.